Right then. All right, there we go. So, last time when we played, we landed on Monarch and did a couple jobs around Stellar Bay. The leadership here actually wants to join up with the board again. As terrible as the board is, the truth is going without their protection is quite difficult, and they might not last much longer. The good news is they have a plan that would supposedly let them join with some leverage. The leadership here has made an interesting discovery. When you don't treat your workers like expendable slaves, they're actually more productive. Who knew? But now we have to do a companion quest.
Concentrated amount of scum present ahead.
Also,
give it 10 or 15 years.
Also, we activated Sam. He's a little odd. Hello.
Here they come.
Thanks. Someone behind me? So, wow, that is a lot of things.
Is an organic in restaurant. Don't forget to wash your wounds. Resuming passive mode.
Okay, so we just found out Sam is quite the powerhouse. That's gonna be helpful. Enemies are, like, been weirdly bullet spongy. It's not as bad as when we first started, because we have some actual weapons. I should probably see about getting out a workbench and if there's anything I could do to upgrade.
Careful. Only things you'll find in the ruins are liable to shoot you.
Careful, dude. Oh well, they actually managed to knock Sam down. Okay, Sam can't change my. I really should start upgrading people's armor and stuff. In fact, what are her skills anyway? Yeah, for lack of anything better to put on her. Wait, is that a piano cover of the game's title theme? I think it is. Yeah, it is. That's the main riff from it. Cool.
A visitor? What an unexpected surprise! Please, come in. Come in.
I'm getting real bad fight or flight right now. Watch your step. People ain't this friendly outside city walls.
Nonsense. Out here in the wilderness, we welcome all who come to our door. Now come in, make yourselves comfortable.
Assuming you can get to the door. I'm guessing you don't see many door-to-door salesmen because the lizards eat them all. I'm looking for a man named Braxton. He's supposed to come by here.
I'm afraid we don't get many visitors out here. The Raptidons and Marauders scare off all but the boldest.
See what I mean?
And if you've braved them, you must be exhausted. Why don't you stay for dinner?
I'm half surprised you didn't say as dinner. Are you sure you haven't seen Braxton? I heard he was delivering medicine to you.
I'm sure I would remember something like that.
I'm not.
Now, quit fretting yourself about that. Make yourself at home. Dinner's almost ready.
Something ain't right about this.
It's pork, isn't it? Long pork.
Oh, hello there. You come for dinner?
Actually, I'm looking for a man named Braxton.
Sorry, I'm not real good with, names.
Excuse me a moment. Is something wrong?
It just gets hard to remember things. I recall moments, feelings, but the details slip. Other times, it's like there's fog. Sorry, have we talked about this before?
Maybe I can help you.
That's nice of you. I usually feel better after I eat. Mama said dinner's almost ready, huh?
I'm gonna leave you alone now.
What a pleasant surprise. And just when I was beginning to fear we'd seen the last of good company for a spell. Yet the Eternal provides, does it not?
That's certainly not off-putting or anything. You're so eager for company, why live all the way out here?
The Eternal does not desire that we huddle and hide, crowded in by walls. We all share the spark of the divine, and we were made to spread it across the stars. Out here, we are free. And even apart from society, the universe provides for us, as your being here proves.
Yeah, they're cannibals. What do you mean by that?
Just that your presence here is a gift to us, and one that we don't take for granted. Look at me, prattling on as if this gravy is going to cook itself. Why don't you run along until we are ready for dinner?
Can I, like, talk
What's
to you
up?
about this? Ask you something?
What's with the pleasantries? You want to know something? Just ask.
Yeah, we should
All
poke
right.
at this later, but
Oh, hi there. Did you come to bring us more of those rocket candies?
Sure.
That's wonderful. There was this other man who used to bring them. Not anymore, though.
Was his name Braxton?
I don't know. I'm not really supposed to talk to strangers.
What can you tell me about this man?
Mama and Papa said he came from the city. When we got sick one time, he brought those candies to make us well again. And they worked. Now we feel better than ever. Mama says they're a gift from the Eternal.
Why isn't he bringing you any more?
He said they were making us sick. Mom and Papa got real mad at him for that. They went to have a talk with him. Afterwards, they said he wasn't coming back again.
Yeah, murder will do that. I'm gonna go now.
Okay. Maybe I'll see you at dinner.
Warning! Sam's specially formulated blood-out fluid remover has been known to eat through flesh. Handle with caution.
Was that a threat? I mean, I'm being flippant, but geez. Hmm.
Hey, what are you doing in my room?
Sorry, just looking around.
Liar! You're trying to steal the last of my rocket candies, aren't you?
Your rocket candies?
The ones that come in a bottle with a rocket ship on it. Like the other man used to bring.
Calm down, I'm going now. Wait. They locked us into the house.
You must be famished. So are we, my friend, but one can't rush a fine meal.
Why is your door locked?
Is it sticking again? I'm afraid nothing out here works the way it used to. There's a bit of a trick to jimmying it open. I'll see to it once we've finished dinner.
No, you'll see to it now.
Please, there's no need for incivility. Though I certainly understand how hunger sharpens the temper. I promise I'll get the door open once we've had our meal. Until then, why don't you stretch your legs a bit? A nice walk around the house will surely limber them up.
I'll keep myself occupied then. I mean, there's literally nothing stopping me from just opening fire now, but you'd probably be the one I need to talk to.
I hope you favor ketchup and woolly cheddar. We have to make do with what we can find.
Woolly cheddar mold? Eesh.
Spacer's choice pills that cure all your ills.
Hmm. Oh, wait, that's not the door. That's just Sam.
You must be famished. So are we, my friend, but one can't rush a fine meal.
I hope you favor ketchup and woolly cheddar. We have to make do with what we can find.
Make a new save because we're in a weird spot. Doesn't seem to be anything of interest in here. Nothing under the bed. I can see anyway.
Spacer's choice pills that cure all your ills.
Nice to meet you. Wait, did I already say that?
Hmm.
You must be famished. So are we.
You sure you haven't seen Braxton? I heard he was delivering medicine to you.
I'm sure I would remember something like that. Now please, try to relax. Undue stress tends to spoil the meal, you know.
Why is the door
Is
locked?
it sticking again? I'm afraid nothing out here works the way it used to. There's a bit of a trick to jimmying it open. I'll see to it once we've finished dinner.
Okay.
I do appreciate your patience. I'd hate to serve company with anything but the best, though.
One more quick look around. All right.
I hope you favor ketchup and woolly cheddar. We have to make do.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to try one more thing before I just simply face the bloodshed.
You must be famished. So are we, my friend, but one can't rush a fine meal.
Huh.
I hope you favor
Well.
ketchup and woolly cheddar. We have to
Sorry, boyo. I'm out of ideas.
Must be
Let there be blood.
Coming, Captain!
Leaking. Blood pool. Messy.
Right. F it. Who's going to get me in trouble now? Let's loot the place. Hmm.
Warning! At risk of overload. Too much spillage. Contaminant level too extreme. Warning! Warning!
These sulfur-sodden assholes. Ain't enough that the rats eat everyone? Now people are doing it too?
Name Hetched Braxton. Supervisor Bellard Vemra. Position Chief Eschatological Health Manager, MSI. If lost, please return to Bellard Velma or current supervisor of MSI Fishery Operations in Stellar Bay. We'll have to bring that back later. I guess if I had the ability to hack in here, I could have confronted them about it. And I'd probably have to kill them anyway. Also, told you on the eating them thing.
Vacuum pack full. Emptying sack and replacing filter now.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
I've got some bad news about Braxton.
That he's got his load on and I'm stuck covering his shift?
He was killed by cannibals out in the ruins.
That's... wow. I sure feel like an ass now.
It's a rotten way to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't wish that on Catherine herself. Still, it's good to know what happened to him. And that I ought to start looking for a replacement. Something else on your mind?
Well, I'll talk to you later. Actually, no, I'm thinking about... Oh, yeah, I leveled up earlier but didn't do anything about that. You know what? Extra damage to creatures sounds handy. You know, I'm building him to be tanky, so I'm just going to take the extra 30 health to bulk him up a bit more. And then N-ray resistance sounds good.
Poor Braxton.
Oh, wait, did I forget a guy in town? Okay. Let's go get that out of the way before I go wandering off again.
Initiating self-cleaning cycle.
I wonder sometimes what they're doing on other colonies.
My back aches and everything smells like fish. I just want to enjoy my beer.
New face, huh? You from Off-World?
Yeah, Captain Hawthorne of the Unreliable.
A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, let me buy you a drink. Consider it an MSI welcome. Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell, and revel with us?
What are you celebrating?
Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're untethered, free of responsibility and worldly cares. Well, as long as we don't run out of bits. But until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking.
Well, it could be so bad it made you walk off.
It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to. Our supervisor, Velma, goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch, we're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay.
So we need to talk about that.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
Any suggestions for how to put pressure on Velma to negotiate?
If I knew that, I'd have tried it. Talking reasonably got me nowhere. Maybe you'll fare better. The others wanted to blackmail her, but we're above that. Besides, them are just rumors. We got no proof they're true.
What's this about blackmail?
I would never endorse such an untoward tactic, you know, but, well, there's rumors that Velma's taking a cut off the profits. So far, it's just gossip, you know, but if there was any proof to be had, it'd be in the Saltuna warehouse, I reckon.
I'll talk to you later.
Sam, I've got a question. Do you use alcohol as a cleaning agent? I've heard some folk do that.
Alcohol-based cleaners can compare to Samson Ray Acid Spray Premium Nozzle Attachment. Installation available for as low as 9 payments of $99.99 bits.
Is that a yes or a no? I can never tell with you.
Warning, liquid is caustic. Keep out of reach from elderly customers and lab sprats.
Whoa! Watch who you're calling an elderly lab sprat, you bucket of bolts.
To be fair, his cleaning solution is literally just hosing things down with acid. You don't want to drink that. Where was that warehouse again? The map doesn't really help for this, which is annoying. What the heck is this?
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
No, I mean, more than usual.
Wouldn't know. I made it a point to stay out of her way.
Okay, we found the warehouse again.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts. Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his job again, I've got nothing to say.
So why can't you give him his pay increase?
I don't have the bits for it, plain and simple. Besides, if I make an exception for him, I gotta do the same for everyone.
Hard workers, aren't they? Don't they deserve some compensation for that?
Hard workers? They turn dials and flip switches. The machines do all the actual work. Caleb and his crew have it better than anyone else around here, I'll tell you that much. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better get back to it. I'm about ready to hire sub-light contractors at this rate.
I'll try the lot. You know, I know you're taking a percentage off the top. What would Sandra say if I told him?
Same thing as me. Where's your proof? Because I know no one's been poking around my terminal lately.
I'm in the wrong business if a woman this dense can get away with robbing her company.
Just as a hypothetical. Nothing to see on my terminal, of course. Because I've done nothing wrong.
Thanks for telling me where to look, kiddo. Sanjar's going to notice your shortfalls before long, and he'll hold you responsible.
Maybe so. But I bet you Caleb runs out of bits first. Then he'll have to come back. He says he's got a stash to tide his crew over. Could be he's all talk, but if the money's real, I bet you he keeps it at home. near the diner.
I like how both
Fine
of them
by
are
me.
pointing me to do something nasty to the other. I'll talk to you later. And now to find your term. Wait. Oh, workbench. First, let's repair my equipment. I might as well give it a damage type. And I'll turn this into a plasma type because why not? Oh, hey, I can give this thing more armor. Wait. Spiffy. Actually, it looks like this would be an improvement, so let's just go ahead and do it. Yeah, Sam is stuck with his equipment. We only have 153X. Wow, how much is what I'm holding here? I have is only 175, so yeah. And you know what? You can have the toss ball stick.
Warning! Rock stuck in trap. Warning! Twig stuck in trap. Warning! Mangled sprat entrails stuck in trap.
Hmm. Well, that's the stash, but what I want to find is a terminal. That's probably in the warehouse still. Ah, this is probably it. Fish and Tank 23A are looking a little lumpy. If you're not going to make it in, that's fine, but you have to let me know so I can stay on top of the doses. Mr. Nandy, we really need to talk about this Altoona situation. I've had to let 4 batches rot in the warehouse over the last 2 months because we're not finding buyers. I know the situation with the board puts us in a tough spot, but we need to start thinking about how we're going to keep Stellar Bay afloat if we can't get sales up. Seriously, where are you? You've missed 3 ships. This is getting ridiculous, even for you. I'd need 55 pack. I wonder... Doesn't really seem to be anything here. Run her away. Oh, it's just a toilet. Okay, this is where I want to be. Let me check
You
something.
should know you're getting excellent reviews from across the company.
Whoa.
What can I do for you?
Okay, it doesn't look like I could talk to him about the situation. One other thing I could try. You actually give a very good amount of hack. So let's try it. This might be enough to get me in.
Smells like rat. Oh, it does work. I bought some musk from Sebastian to cover up the saltine smell.
No, that just leads back out. There we go. My hack is at 35, huh? Let me see, where am I? Still at 40. Hmm. It's all straight combat stuff, or could I potentially find a boost to hacking skills in this? Okay, like the glacial water. A bottle of pure melted pack ice. Hmm. Anything else I could take? So, yeah, let me go see if I can find that. Also, hi, how are ya? Was that Adrena time? Doesn't look like that's boosting hack at all. Unless this stuff just simply doesn't stack. Well, we can always let this quest rest for a bit. Oh, and before I forget about it, put my real armor back on. Yeah, the 40 from 43 was when I took something that boosted my mind stat by 1 earlier. Worst case scenario, there's other ways to solve the quest. Just... In fact, I'll see if they'll be willing to meet halfway, because I'm not sure how I'm going to readily get that last 10 some odd hacking into play. Watch that first step. Well, the plus hack outfit would just be +5 no matter who's wearing it. Granted, if I dug around, I could find another +5 outfit to put on him, and that would give me another +5 through him, maybe. But that's still not enough. Am I confused and going the wrong way again? There you are.
Give you a friendlier. Unless if Caleb
Willing to meet halfway?
for running me ragged while he takes an extended leave at the bar, not on your life.
Actually, persuade 45.
Fine by me.
What's my persuade at? Because that should actually be fairly high. 38. Okay. This might be another way to do it then. Let's see, who gives a persuade buff? I think it's the Vicar still. No, it's Pravati. Okay, if I bring her along, that would probably be enough to let me do the persuade check. It's actually neat how you get a considerable... In fact, let me check. 49, we're good. It's actually neat how companions give you skill bonuses like that. I'm not really built to use Persuade, but I can get away with quite a bit anyway.
You ever think about what goes on in a marauder's head?
Poor Braxton.
I don't want to.
Hey, you want to try running a cannery with ops?
Sorry, ma'am. I
Whoops.
wasn't trying to be rude. It's just your flanging apparatus isn't making a strong flange, so your sealer isn't sealing right, and...
Oh, I see what you're saying. Huh. I'll have to try that. Anyway, what do you folks need?
Talk about Caleb.
And if Caleb wants to...
You already lost Braxton. Can you afford to lose Caleb's entire team?
I don't even want to think about that. Or how far behind Braxton's loss alone is going to put us. Fine. Tell Caleb he and his team can have their raise, but I need them back here immediately. Something else on your mind?
And I didn't even have to get my hands dirty. And then I'll have to go back to switch my team one more time, but after that we can get a move on.
What was it like in Edgewater? I hear you workers were on the clock every available moment.
We always got 8 hours a day for sleeping. Just not always consecutive.
My condolences. I appreciate consistent wages like any other sane person, but that still sounds awful. At least Sanjar gives his folks weekends.
Weekends?
Hands of the Void. I used to drop by the bar in Stellar Bay to knock a few back with the folks who had Saturdays off.
Don't know what I'd have done with that much time. I was always behind schedule anyhow.
Knowing you, you'd sit and be alone with your thoughts.
Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell, and revel with us?
By the smell, he's been reveling enough for you both already.
So we need to talk.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
I convinced Velma to see a reason she'll increase your pay.
How'd you manage that? Wait, never mind. If I question it, it'll turn out not to be true. Besides, I never follow how you got Velma to part ways with a bit card of her own accord. Here, take this as compensation. It ain't a lot, but I hope it shows how much we appreciate all you've done. Now me and my friends here better get back to work before Velma blows a fuse.
Okay, now we'll swap our team back around. Yeah, I noticed that. It is a little weird. I mean, supposedly he had quite the windfall and quite the stash and could hold out for a while. Maybe he just thought he had some spare now that he's back to work with a raise? What quest did they have me on? Just check. Is there anyone here closer? Yeah, well, let's do that one first.
126 messes. 127 messes. 128 messes. 129.
Don't bother knocking on any doors. If anyone's inside, they're liable to respond with gunfire.
That's worrying. Okay, let's fire up some abilities.
Sanitation and maintenance job fulfilled.
Ammo's proving to be a slight problem. I should probably go buy more at some point. Wait. No, it's just bits. I wonder. Yeah. That helps. That's some ammo.
Flawlessly finished.
Hello.
This area has been sanitized.
That just had me loop around. You know what? We get to this later then. Looks like this was still in town.
Same. As a purely hypothetical thought exercise, if I were to boil leather in manti blood to give it a nice purple hue, is there a way to get the stench out afterward?
Recommended dry cleaning service for fabric type, incineration.
Our cleaning bot is surprisingly smart-assed.
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
Okay. Let's go Catherine. Hmm. Oh, didn't do something in town again. Might as well get that out of the way while I still can. I forgot a lot of stuff last time that was still in town. Yeah, I only had 10 minutes left, then I would have gotten all done anyway.
Can you do anything except clean?
Sam's new diet soap capsules pack twice the cleaning power and half the calories. Order a 5,000 caps carton for this unit today.
I'll take that as a no.
Diet soap, diet toothpaste. What is it with these people and crappy diet products?
Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in Raptidon tongue? Or maybe some canid toenails? You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts?
Sebastian, you ever get your hands on those pheromone sacs? Manipillars ain't gonna hunt themselves, you know.
I must have hunted a dozen, but I couldn't find a single sack on any of them. Must be looking in the wrong place.
Manipillars ain't got pheromone sacs. I just told him that so he'd stop asking me for advice.
At least I'm getting a good haul of claws in the process. You're in good hands, traveling with Monarch's top merc. Still, if you want any rat glands or manticlaws, I've got you covered.
You know what, first, why would I want any of that?
I don't know. Celia usually buys whatever I have, and Mr. Pickett seemed real interested. So I thought maybe I was onto something.
That's because she likes you, you dummy.
Nice of you to say. I like her too.
No, it's like. She's interested in you romantically.
Wait, I see what's going on. She put you up to this so she could get a discount, hmm? Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow, so I understand. But if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit, on account of no one else having any use for Raptidon tongues.
Don't take my word for it. Spend some time with her. I promise. She won't ask for a
You
discount.
sound pretty sure. And she is awful nice. Okay, I'll do it. Once her shift ends, we'll go someplace nice. Maybe to Chef Raymond's.
Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say?
He said he'll go on a date with you.
Okay, but how did he say it? Did he sound excited? Or like he was just agreeing to it? Was he like, yay, a date with Celia? I've secretly been waiting for this. Or was it more, sure, I don't have anything else going on?
He likes you. Just don't ask him for any discounts.
Not to worry. If I never buy another Raptidon tongue, it'll be too soon. Ah, look at me going on. I'm sure you've got other things to do, and Mr. Nandi's giving me that back-to-work look. Anyhow, thank you.
Right.
Can I actually order one of those diet soap capsule packs through you?
What?
This unit has exhausted its library of pre-approved responses. Resetting library now.
It's real fortunate that you're useful in a fight, you know?
Yeah. I think it's just gameplay and story segregation. You know how it is. Bits are a common quest reward, even if it doesn't make sense for you to be given bits. Okay. Looks like we've exhausted the stuff around town for the moment, at least. Yeah, just follow the road and we'll end up where we need to be. You really level up kind of fast in this game. Yeah, it definitely wants me in a locked building, but we don't have a key. I'm going to do other quests first. It's possible one of the other ones will put me towards the key I need. Worst case scenario, I start thinking about how to hack through it. We're going to take... I want to take heavy weapons all the way up to Virtuoso because instant reloads. Here, let's make everything a bit more carryable. Want to reload?
Watch your feet. The sulfur pools don't just sting. They'll take a toe off.
I'm doing surprisingly well with this gun, despite not really being statted out for... Hi, buddy!
Cycle complete.
This is going well. Okay, still a ways to go yet before I'm there. Excuse me a moment. Hey, you're not picking up a loud noise there, are ya? There's something loud. I'm hearing, like... Sounds almost like fireworks outside or something. Okay. Was a little worried that was getting through the mic. Because I'm hearing it through my headphones, and these are some bulky headphones. Hi there. Actually, you know what? Man. Remember to use abilities. Those things hit. What? Expecting marauders. I see marauders.
Substance is resistant to cleaning efforts.
Oops. How far back am I going? I actually hadn't... I think I autosave every time I transition maps, so... Oh! Huh. Okay. I was expecting far worse. Okay, let's unload.
Good news, customer. All germs and contaminants have been neutralized. Warning, neutralize and sanitize. Substance is resistant to cleaning efforts.
I wonder, let's check on weapons real quick. That is a huge improvement over my current assault rifle, so we'll take that. Yeah, okay, these are improvements. Let's take them. Going the right way? We going the right way. Excuse me, drink time.
Well, hello, and welcome to the home of the Iconoclasts. I'm Rose. Please take a pamphlet. In it, you'll find everything you need to know about Graham, his philosophist truths, and the Iconoclast way. He wrote it himself, you know. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting we're out of pamphlets. Gosh, blast it.
I suddenly find myself wishing I brought Max with me. He'd probably have words about this. Who are the Iconoclasts?
Why, we're the only free people in Halcyon. No corporations, no shackles, no problems.
No problems? What about Raptidons? Or Marauders? You know, the things that eat you if you step outside the walls?
Oh, those are just hurdles. We deal with them as they come. You're welcome to stay with us, so long as you can earn your keep.
One big happy family, huh?
That's a nice way to think about it. Graham would be our father. I suppose Zora might make a good mother if the two of them could stop arguing. You can think of those two as our leaders, but they're more like examples. We all ought to be more like them.
So constantly arguing. Tell me more about Graham.
Why, he's our founder. Graham taught us about philosophism. Through him, we came to the eternal truth. I'm glad you're asking, by the way. I hope you'll consider staying.
And about Zora?
Well, she's been with us since the beginning. I think she was our sawbones back then, but now she's more like our commander. She goes and finds people in the wilderness and gets them to come here. And she keeps us from being chewed on and whatnot. She's liable to take your head off if you screw up, but then she'll sew it back on for you.
Comforting. So, where can I find him?
Graham's place is in the large building straight back. Zora's sometimes there talking with him, but usually she's in the triage clinic next door.
Why are you here, not in Stellar Bay?
Oh, Graham settled here a long time ago. Shoot, I wish I had a pamphlet to give you. It's all in there. I wasn't around back then, but they say a lot of the old MSI corporate folks died here. He calls it a spiritual metaphor, something about rising from the ashes.
Uh-huh. Got it. Hey, before I go, I'm looking for a Tucker. Have you seen him?
The new boy! Yes, he's quite clever. He took to our teachings very quickly. Last I saw him, he was headed into one of the buildings up the hill.
I don't know about anyone else, but my first reactions to these guys is all hail Xenu.
Disarray level analysis. Utter and total chaos.
The folks in Amber Heights always manage to find a bottle or two of the good stuff. Keen scavengers, I tell you.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm saying is it ain't worth it. It's gonna taste like sulfur all the same. Nuh-uh. Darrow's got
Hi, Tucker.
Looks like I'm not the only new face around here. What do I call you, stranger?
I'm Hawthorne.
You here to join the iconoclasts?
No.
Help us free this world?
Hell no. As I expected, the little boy's all grown up. So you're Agni's little boy from Stellar Bay?
I am not a little boy. Haven't been one for decades.
Right,
no
I
matter
figured.
what my mama wishes. I take it she's still looking for me? Had hoped she'd accept my decision.
She made it seem like you were in danger, asked me to rescue you.
According to her, stepping foot outside of the house in broad daylight is too dangerous. My entire life, she crammed a fear of danger down my throat. Don't go play with friends. Mantisaurs will tear your arms off. Don't leave the city. Raptidons will spit acid on your face. Marauders can violate you. You'd fall in a sulfur pool. I stuck around way too long, ruled by her fears. I'm 42 years old, but she still sees me as a little boy in need of her protection. I won't stand for it, I tell you.
When you're so smothering, you join your son joins a cult to get away from you. So what do you want to do about it? She'll keep sending people to look for you.
Stars, I don't know. My mama's a stubborn woman. She won't quit until I'm dead. You know, that might just work. You go back and tell her you found my body beside the road, all mangled and tore up. If she believes me dead, she won't look for me no more.
You know, you're okay with her thinking you've died. Don't you think that'll hurt her?
I hate to think of her grieving, but it'll be good for her to move on. In the long run, you know?
If we do this, I'll need some proof that it was your body I found.
Oh, right. I guess you could take my daddy's ring. I've worn it ever since he died. Mama would recognize it right away. You take this back to Stellar Bay. Tell my mama I died and you found that on my body. I know it'll be hard on her, but it's the only way.
Just out of curiosity.
Captain, what do you need?
Nothing here. Hey, terminal. Luckily, stay off this machine. I know your terminal's out of storage, but if you break this one, things are going to go tits up around here. Anyone else, long as you know what you're doing, go ahead and clear work orders out whenever you can. The pipes on top of my house are going to burst. They're leaking steam. Somebody ought to fix this before they explode or the steam hurts somebody. Electricity at the bar. Looks like sprats chewed through the wires on the side of the bar. They're sparking up a storm. Wait, I could have done something there. Oh, if I had enough science. We ain't heard from the Rapt House in a while. Sent Milton over. Ain't heard from him either, so we need to go check it out. Hey Zora, I figured out how to add work orders. Dear Diary, eat it. I see why they're yelling at Hux now. Door to the examiner's residence above the med bay is stuck and completely sealed. Can someone get this thing to open? Apparently I can do it from here right now. Cool. Okay. Else about here? Not really.
Never seen you before.
I'm new here.
Take my advice. Move on. Get off-world if you can. If you can't, get to the bay. I've been halfway around T1. Monarch, they call it now. Been around it twice. Stood at the hot pole and the cold. Nothing on this moon for nobody. There's a lot of heartbreak.
Excuse me. Well, that's your story.
It's pretty simple, kid. I sit at the bar, I drink, I mind my own business. That's it.
Bet I can outdrink you.
Kid, I ain't got but half a liver left. And what's there don't work so good, and I could still drink you under the table. Look, you want to buy the drinks, I'll do my bit to keep you entertained. Just don't ask me to dance.
Here you go.
Can't repay no kindnesses now. Alright, so, I reckon one of the most interesting places I've been is the hot pole. You know what that is?
I've got no idea.
This moon ain't big enough to rotate. It's locked. One side always facing Olympus, the other always facing away. Olympus might not be a star, but it throws off ass loads of heat. Monarch's hot pole is the part that's closest to the gas giant. It's in the middle of this big mountain plateau. Volcanoes so high the peaks are in space.
Cool. So it's hot, it's high, and there's no air. Or not much. Nice views, though.
The funny thing is, then in the middle there's just smooth rock. Circular-like. All the dust blown away. Pale gray with hair-fine cracks all over. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I was lightheaded from the O2. But I felt like I had to take off the breather for a moment. Put my ear to the ground.
And?
I wonder now if I imagined it. Trick of the air. The heat. It was at the edge of hearing. Deep down. Far off. Irregular. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. The sound of a bird pecking out of a shell.
Oh, that's fucking terrifying.
When there's a groundquake now, I hold my breath. Because I don't know if it's Olympus squeezing us with gravity, or wings getting stretched.
So, heartbreak, what happened to you here?
A great many things. I'll tell you what. You want to listen to an old man ramble? Might be a job in it for you. I used to run with a squad of mercenaries here. Good folk. A fella named Lamont introduced me. Thing is, I ain't seen them in an age. Stands to reason they got themselves ate.
Was this a long time ago?
Oh, sure. I was with them when the corps were leaving Monarch. Hell of a time, that. We split ways around the time this twice-fucked moon got abandoned. Thing is, I got myself some fond memories. We had some keepsakes of ours we kept in a lockbox. and I've been thinking about seeing it found.
You want mementos? What, photographs or?
Thereabouts.
What if they're still alive? I mean, it's unlikely, but...
I'll be glad for it, but I ain't stupid. This planet tends to get people killed. I just want some closure.
Fair enough. Alright, one lockbox coming up.
Appreciate it, kid. I'm marking outposts on your map. You spend a lot of time out there. Might be a good place to start. Here's a key for the door.
That seems to be about it for this town.
It ain't right. How many good folk we gonna lose?
Anyway, the leadership might be up here. We haven't talked to them in a while.
A mantiqueen?
Yeah. We felled it, mind.
Here they are.
But we lost 2 runners and 5 gun hands.
A total failure, then. So much for the ruins.
And hell only knows where the Vanoys are. They never showed.
I'm sure they're... let's talk later. It seems we have company.
Hi.
A stranger comes to our home. If you're looking for a path to walk, you've found one. If you're looking for a teacher, I am one. Welcome to the Iconoclasts.
Told you out of pamphlets? That's a shame.
Ah, yes. The first step to accepting the truths of philosophism is to open your heart to its wisdom. I've found the written word to be quite effective in helping people do that. But alas, the eternal truth hasn't been generous with the paper and ink. Now, why have you come?
I wonder if this is the same Eternal the cannibals we dealt with were babbling about. So, I'm just looking for ways to help people here. Anything need doing?
A great many things, in fact.
We could always use a hand rounding up supplies.
Or... Now here's an idea. There's an old printing press I've been trying to get up and running.
A printing press? On Monarch?
Oh, yes. Many facilities lie abandoned in the wilderness. I believe the press could be operational again with a little elbow grease and luck. Will you aid us in our cause?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Wonderful. I requisitioned replacement rollers for it some time ago. Huxley should have delivered them yesterday. Speaking of which, where is Huxley?
You bought rollers? You haven't even cleared the wraps out yet. What are you doing wasting bits on... Wait, where is Huxley?
It seems we're out a runner. If you intend to help our cause, I'll ask you to meet our MSI supplier in her stead.
MSI supplies you?
One of our sympathizers. A woman named Carlotta periodically buys goods on our behalf from Stellar Bay's store. Stellar Bay has caught on, but they remain friendly, though the goods now come at a considerable markup.
Where's the supplier?
She meets us in the ruins of Bayside Terrace. From our compound, follow the road north.
Alright, I'll be back.
Wonderful. While you're at it, I wonder if Carlotta still has those high-capacity cartridges? Grab a few, will you? There should be some funds left over from the last shipment. We can use them to copy and modify radio serials. Yes, not just magazines, but their precious dramas.
Unbelievable. I hope I don't have to tell you this, but if there is extra money, would you mind buying, I don't know, food and medicine? Graham, if you need me, I'll be in triage.
Oops.
Hey.
Okay, can't talk to you directly.
to mention, the Iconoclasts are loyal folk. Treat them right, they'll do the same. Turn on them, they'll open fire without a second thought.
Sam, making blood-stained clean again.
Okay. That's interesting. Oh, wait, we gotta go south past the canids. Or maybe not. Hello.
Excuse me, but this area's off limits. We got a leaky generator. It ain't safe. That's my nice way of telling you to sod off.
What's going on here?
We're fixing a leaky generator. What's it to you?
Yeah, no, I mean, what's really going on? I'm supposed to meet someone here. Wait, what's wrong with the generator?
What are you, a safety inspector?
Yes!
Busted. Pumping out gas. It ain't safe.
I actually did take safety inspector, so yes, I actually am. You're just standing around the fence, though. Shouldn't he be fixing it?
Oh, whoops. I'll get right on that, boss. Hope this ain't in my performance review.
I need to get inside.
And I'm just gonna let you walk on in? Why's that now?
I'm here to investigate reports of a mantis swarm infestation.
Oh, of all the void damned. I ain't getting eaten alive for a couple of bits. Pack it up, crew.
Lie is fun. I might put a bunch of points into that after I deal with heavy weapons.
It's too quiet. What are you up to out there? Hello?
Relax, the sublight squad is gone.
Relax. I've been cooped up in here for almost 2 days. Who are you anyway?
I'm Paul Roll. Miss Graham sent me to collect supplies.
Oh, finally. Tell Graham that this is the last run I'm doing. Sanjar's declared a stop sale to you lot, but even if he hadn't, I'm not risking my neck anymore.
I don't know how you got those goons to leave, but thank you. Graham ordered rollers and whatsits, right? For a printing press? Here, take them. Like I said, this is my last run.
So, why'd Zanjar ban you from working with the Iconoclasts?
You'd have to ask him. All I know is that if I get caught, I'll get arrested.
Oh, why have you been helping him?
It's an enviable thing he's doing. Free people and all that. I can't live that way. I need my structure. But I respect the Iconoclasts for doing it.
So, where will they get their supplies now?
Law help them. I don't know. Maybe Sublight can lend a hand. I should go. Look, Graham's got a bit or two left in his account. I can send one last dropout before I wash my hands of this. What do you want delivered?
Let's get the food and medicine.
I always took that woman for the sensible type. Good on her. I'll send some along. Give them all my regards. And good luck out there. Don't go getting eaten.
What's in here? Yeah, Let's go ahead and clear out their... Don't need the energy. That stuff seems to be shockingly plentiful, but the light and heavy ammo will help. Anti-Reich here. That is a shockingly heavy helmet. I'll take it. Okay, so I gotta go back to Amber Heights now. Fortunately, we have fast travel. Right, second floor.
I'm telling you, the Van Noys are fine.
Bullshit, Graham. They don't just abandon orders, and they weren't at the ruins. Where in this sulfur-sodden hellhole did you send them?
They're on a very important... we'll continue this later. Welcome back, Captain.
Got your rollers. The rest of your account went to food and medicine.
Thank the Eternal that someone's got some sense in their head. Carlotta usually schedules the next drop during the meeting. When's she coming?
Yeah. I don't know what you did to piss him off, but Sanjar isn't telling me you anymore.
The board must have gotten a hold of him at last. This cuts off one of our only 2 supply lines on Monarch. Sanjar, old friend, you're about to cross a dangerous line.
About to? That idiot just declared war.
We will deal with his subversion later. For now, we must redouble our efforts to spread the truth to the colony.
Time to fix up the printing press, then?
The print... Oh, no. Graham, you didn't.
I've already sent a team ahead to scout the press. One of our best. Meet them there and find out if they've been successful.
You sent the Van Noys there, didn't you? Oh, for fuck's sake, Graham! We needed them in the ruins. Our people died out there.
They went willing to fight for our cause. We need reinforcements. We need new recruits. The Van Noys saw the printing facility with the same importance as I.
The hell's the sense in recruiting if you're just gonna get
Yeah,
them
they're
killed?
wrapped poop now.
I have the utmost confidence in their abilities. Friends, we must have faith that the men and women we recruit can handle the duties for which we recruit them.
You could have sent him after backing Zora up, right?
Yes, you're damn right he could have. But he's so obsessed with preaching that he's become blind to our actual problems. Look, just... If the Van Noys are still alive...
They're not.
Get them out of there. With Sanjar pressing the issue like this, I have a feeling we'll need them.
I'll do everything I can. Other side of the river? Okay.
I wish you'd stop trying to clean my room. You almost knocked Frida off her wall.
Customer service request. Clean Frida. Recognize, process, and schedule.
No, what? Damn it! Hand to the void, I will dismantle you if you touch that Raptidon.
Customer service request. Dismantle Raptidon. Recognized, processed, and scheduled.
I'm surprised she has a pet Raptidon. Last we heard, those things are completely untamable.
Here they come! Don't mess with us!
Okay, turn off the road here. We should go up this way.
Love a good fight.
Oh, it's fine. See you later. I'll be back tomorrow.
Please take a moment to complete this customer survey. Did you find Sam's cleaning today to be A, satisfactory, B, extremely satisfactory, or C, exceptional? And ready to kill work.
Okay. Draft of different safety announcements from when the press was still operational. Those have been crossed out. Safety guards are there to guard your safety. Replacement limbs are no replacement at all. Let's convey safety standards around our conveyor. Don't be a fool around the spools. Those are terrible. I could probably do some quick repairs here. Turn it into a shotgun. I'll give it expanded sights. Modding in this game's a bit more than I thought. You know what? Let's give it electricity. And let's make this swing faster. Well, why not give you extended sight? While I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and let's give this thing less spread. There we go. Down the good stuff. Okay. 29 versus a much heavier 49. This is good. Final notice to Schuster C. To whom it may concern, I, Caden Schuster, do hereby declare my official resignation. Delivery services to the Terra 1 printing facility, the hash OD-2214, shall cease forthwith. During my tenure of service, I have made known numerous complaints regarding the hazards of working in this law-forsaken rock, including but not limited to the infestation of unknown insects in my sinus cavities, resulting in weeks of unpaid leave. Ow! The as yet unreimbursed loss of several articles of clothing due to acidic properties of the local atmosphere, the constant, unrelenting aggression of local wildlife, persistent itching and coughing malady in my lungs, likely due to breathing in trace amounts of sulfur, equally persistent indigestion, a symptom of an overall nutritional problem stemming from the fact that I am in fact allergic to fish, which is the main diet provided to service workers based in Stellar Bay. I have received the following responses to these complaints, all of which I deem unacceptable. At my resulting loss of olfactory senses, I was deemed, quote, lucky to no longer suffer the stench of fish and sulfur. My wardrobe was replaced with uniforms out of Stellar Bay, which suffered the exact same degradation. I was thus no better off. At my insistence, I was awarded the service of a local hunter, one N. Remnarim Wentworth, who spent the entire service call inebriated and offending my sensibilities with off-color language. After a thorough medical examination, I was found to be in working health, which was deemed more fortunate than many. At my insistence that additional dietary needs be offered, I was instead awarded extra supplies of toilet paper. After this last response, I hereby tell whoever's reading this to go hang themselves, and that your replacement rollers, ink carts, belts, belting, binding, keys, stamps, lubricants, and whatever else in these infernal boxes can all be found rotting in the wilderness. Good day to ya. Sincerely, Caden Shuster. Hell, someone is clearly unsatisfied with their job here. I hear noise. You know what? Could I just... Yeah, I can just jump them in. That was quick. Universal Defense Logistics would like to remind employees that it is in no way responsible for the highly unfortunate but realistically probable cause of loss of life in its facilities. Terry's birthday. No, we are not celebrating Terry's birthday. Terry's dead, folks. I know he meant a lot to everyone here, myself included, but don't let his untimely demise be a lesson. But let his untimely demise be a lesson about safety in the workplace. Don't pet the canids. That's where leaving. To all employees of Terra 1 Publications, yes, the rumors are true. We're leaving. The board has decided to cut their losses and operate on Terra 2 instead. In accordance with the evacuation orders, we are to await a shuttle out of Cascadia. When we get word that our ride is on the way, we'll shutter this facility, pack everything up, and lock the door on the way out. They did not send the shuttle, did they? Until then, however, we are expected to continue working. I'm sure reassignments are forthcoming, but that's not an excuse to slow down. We still have magazines to publish, people. Our customers are eager to find out what happens in Dissident Hunter number 112. Halcyon Referendum number 207, Terra 1 Hazard Clause. Halcyon Holdings Corporate Board, Public Notice number 117 on the issuing of Hazard Clause for Terra 1. This notice, issued on January 12, 2343, serves as a public denouncement of Terra 1 as a feasible workplace environment. Due to the hostile and aggressive nature of the wildlife, as well as the unsustainability of its natural flora for use in human consumption, the Halcyon Holdings Corporate Board has officially enacted a hazard clause covering the entirety of Terra 1. After an evacuation period of no more than 6 months, Terra 1 will be officially considered illegal territory. As this is a unanimous decision, any corporation caught operating in Terra 1 after the evacuation period will face fines and possible disbarment as defined in Halcyon Code 22.1. Printer is currently inoperable. Install the rollers. Okay. New equipment detected. System must restart for alignment. Please wait. System restarted. Equipment alignment successful. Press number 6 is now operational. Looks like we're just done here.
performing at peak capacity.
Hmm.
Down they go!
All right. Okay, I guess that means we found the team. Excuse me a moment, forgot to cover the bird again. Hi, Avy. Sorry, Avy. Okay, I'm back.
If you'll just listen...
No, no more listening. No more preaching. We are losing people left and right. We need to act.
Enough, Zora. I'm not putting the torch to innocent people. Do you want to bring the board's cruisers and gunships down on us? Captain, apologies, but our situation grows dire. Our people talk of foolish endeavors. What news do you bring?
Your gunships, they sure didn't stop me from landing here.
They are armed all the same. All they need is a good reason, and war is one such reason.
Okay, well, the printing press is all yours.
Excellent.
Did you find the Vanois?
I didn't, sorry.
Damn. Here's hoping they're still out there.
We're one step closer to bringing the truth to every man, woman, and child in Halcyon. This plan's brilliance is in its subtlety.
For the time being, let us cease our activities on the tower, lest we bring premature attention upon us. I have much to do. Articles to write, sermons to ponder. We live in such an exciting time. Let's talk later.
Sermons? For the love of... I'm going to see to the wounded.
They gave me armor. I have better. You know what? She's almost stealth skills, so this makes more sense to give her. Okay. Let's get out of here and we can check what's nearby as far as quests are concerned. Here, further down the street. Oh yeah, I should go hand this in while I'm still thinking about it.
Oh, you're back. Please tell me you found my baby boy. Where is he? Where's my little Tucker?
You know what? Want me to tell you that he died.
What are you saying? That doesn't make any sense. Why would my little boy say that?
He didn't want to come home and said it would be easier if he thought he was... Oh. He didn't want to come home and say... No, no. He's tired of you controlling his life. He never wants to see you again.
I do no such thing. I just want him safe with me. That's a mama's role, to care for her sweet baby. This doesn't sound like my Tucker at all. How do I know you're not lying?
He told me to give you this ring as proof.
This was his daddy's ring. Tucker never takes it off, not even to bathe. And you're saying he gave this to you so I'd think he died? I need to think about this. I don't understand how it's all gone so wrong. Here's the reward I promised. Please, just leave me in peace.
Shouldn't take it well, but probably better than if we went with the initial plan. Okay, gotta go further down road here.
South here. Off the road and down this slope. We've got a decent trek ahead of us.
Save that for later, because it's a good ways off.
Watch it. These pools don't just stink. They'll take a toe off.
Sanitation and maintenance job fulfilled.
Didn't want to do that.
Here they come!
Scoured. Prejudice.
Not getting through.
Yeah, okay.
Fallbrook's on the other side of the bridge there if you need a drink. We're only halfway to the mountain, so might consider stopping in.
Sup?
Trouble checking in? Or you might need directions to the amenities? If you're locked out of your cabin, a replacement key costs 50 bits.
Lila sent me. Where's Catherine?
You're looking for Ms. Malin. On an errand for the boss lady? Oh, that sounds ominous. Yeah. Ms. Malin won't like that a whit.
Breathe. It's okay. Just point me towards her.
She's not but just down the way. A 10 to 1 says she's either pouring drinks or skinning a sprat in the saloon. Word to the wise, Ms. Malin don't take kindly to interlopers. When I said sprat, I didn't mean the sort with whiskers and a tail. I am here to anticipate and facilitate your needs, patron.
Where am I? What is this place?
Guess it's true. Fallbrook really is the best kept secret in all of Monarch, excepting the Borst Factory's secret ingredient. We're a leisurely stopover for the more adventurous spacefaring traveler. Understand?
Sure.
Swell. We like quick on the draw types like you. Saloon is straight back and to the right. Once you're feeling sated, you're welcome to a private cabin. Only $250 a night. Ms. Malin can let you one if you're interested. She's the one who runs this racket.
Think about the amenities.
No reservation, no problem. Day trippers are always welcome in our saloon. Straight back and to the right. If you hit the falls, you've gone too far. Check in with Ms. Malin. She'll set you straight.
I'll be back.
Area filth level assessment. Disgusting!
Fallbrook's great. Anything you want, they've got it. So long as you've got the bits.
You seen Arthur today?
Huh. Town in a cave.
Uh-huh.
You blind, fella? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook. Only nugget of paradise in this entire law-forsaken land. Like a void damn advert.
Catherine, you're as welcoming as ever.
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned nugget of paradise.
Oh, if you were pissed now, wait until I start getting to business. If by Nugget of Paradise you mean piece of manti dung, then sure.
You know, I ain't heard that one before. Suppose I'll have to work harder to show you just what makes our town shine. But first, I'll need to know what brings you, stranger. Well, I'm half listening.
Actually, I'm the fixer for your sublight problem.
Good of you to finally haul your ass over here. I wired for backup weeks ago. Got something that's gonna require special extraction from Cascadia.
Right, the Alta Vitae stuff. Vitae stuff Isla mentioned. Oh, wait. Found a passcode on a corpse in Stellar Bay. I guess it grants access to the extraction site.
Found it on a corpse, huh? If you killed Lilia's agent, you get to explain it to her, not me.
He was dead when I got there.
Well, shit. I knew he'd come to a bad end one day. Still, no time for weeping and wailing. We've got a metric fuck ton of bits worth of salvage just waiting for extraction.
Right, the Alta Vitae stuff she mentioned.
So you got a brain on them shoulders. Excellent. Makes my life a world easier. To extract the gas, you'll need to siphon it from the lab in Cascadia into one of your ship's fuel tanks. Totally safe.
I doubt that. In fact, define safe.
Meaning safe for me and my crew. Seeing as it ain't us undertaking the risk.
As I figured. Remind me what this gas is exactly.
Do I look like one of them egghead science types? All I know is that labs use it to create plants and livestock out of local species. But it's a controlled commodity, available only to the board, so it is of high value on the dark market.
Alright, I can get it done.
I do like your gumption, but let's not be hasty. To get to the gas, you'll need to navigate through the town, which is overrun by marauders. The lab itself has become an infested nest, crawling with mantis. You gotta fight through, or figure out some other way to exterminate them. Maybe the ventilation system?
Our sawbones could probably cook something up.
I shall leave the details to you. Now, after you clear the mantis nest and reach the storage room, all that's left is to get the gas flowing into the fuel system. The task will require someone with technical skills. Or you could force it through with a plasma overload. Don't recommend that option, though, unless you want to get dead.
Our resident vicar is pretty good with computers. He could hack it.
Got a vicar as your hacker? Men of the cloth never do cease to amaze me. Bright as a newborn star on the outside, blackest of holes within. Once you've got our goods, take them to the groundbreaker. Lilia's fencers ought to handle the rest of it. I've marked the coordinates for you to the lab in Cascadia. On the terminal, use the passcode you got from Stellar Bay to get in. But before you make your run, I could use a heavy helping hand regarding a local issue. For a fine fee, of course.
Who am I shooting?
Good. This particular matter of opportunity has been eating at me for a while now. There's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself the King. Clive Lundberg, insufferable prick. That aside, it's a business ripe for the plucking. I want it. Clear as that.
I have the feeling this is going to involve murder and mayhem.
Stars, I hope so. Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarch, is swimming in profit and drowning in his ego. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner. I want that Borst factory, owner dead or alive. And you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid son of a bitch who's gonna get it for me.
What specifically do you want me to do?
Kill him, run him out. I don't rightly care for the details, so long as Clive knows resistance to me is costly and futile. Hit him where it hurts. In his gut, or his production lines ought to make do.
Say I want to sabotage the factory.
Then I'd say you might care to poison the cysty pigs, doctor a few financial records, or throw a wrench in the canning machinery.
And if I want to kill him?
Sometimes the simplest solution is the sweetest. I don't give a whit about the method or the means, just the end.
Sounds good.
It'll be more than good when you're finished. Maybe not for Clive, but for me and you, I'm sure. Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through a sewer pipe, see Duncan in the dry goods and sundry building. He ought to have an employee ID in that stash of illicit goods he keeps for select clientele. May luck be with you, since I won't be.
Catherine's great, ain't she? She'll pull you out of the sulfur, so long as you don't mind being in her debt.
Self-sanitization needed. Alert. Self-sanitization needed.
Let's see now.
Always imagined Fallbrick would be
fancier, stocked with better boots.
cheaper. I've emptied 14 parts in the last 2 hours.
Got a terrible tell. Whenever you're lying, your right eye twitches like mad.
It most certainly does not.
I wouldn't steer you wrong, friend. See? There it goes again.
If you're feeling like the civilized type, the waterfall's a good spot to wash your clothes.
Oh, this might be it.
Hey there, Exterminator. Glad you showed up to take care of those mantis swarms. Hate those fucking things.
Oh, it's the guy I spooked up earlier. Off earlier.
You don't look like a smuggler nor a dandy. Catherine sent you back here? On second thought, it's best if I don't know. What's your order?
Got any glacial age whiskey?
No, I don't have any... If it's only a drink you're after, the full bar's upstairs. This here's the ante up, where you place your bets.
What can I bet on?
Tossball, autoloader races, card games, you name it. I ain't picky. And neither is Catherine. We'll both break your legs if you lose, then shirk on paying.
Oh, get out of your hair. Actually, I might as well go check upstairs real quick.
Folks I never met before are my most favorite kind. So, what's your story?
Oh, I'll do it. Well, it's the strangest thing, really, but I was in space for 70 years, and then one day...
Let me just stop you right there, stranger. My question, it's not one I really want an answer to. Not unless it accompanies some extra bits. Understand?
I understand. All right.
Splendid. We appear to be of the same mind.
Let's see. Well, a bunch of stuff that's not really useful right now.
Pick your poison. So,
Okay, just drinks. It'll empty out the light and heavy ammo again.
Welcome to the offices of the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group, Halcyon's premier provider of life and disaster-related insurance. I'm obligated to inform you that our coverage does not extend to incidents deemed to result from negligence, criminal activity, or dullness of mind.
Dullness of mind.
Some people, but no one in this office, I assure you, might call it stupidity. So, what kind of insurance package can I interest you in? We're running a special on dismemberment policies. Buy one, get one half off.
Why is your office on Monarch?
We're not on Monarch. For all practical and tax-related purposes, this office is an official enclave of Byzantium.
Huh. Why?
Legally speaking, corporations are not allowed to operate on Monarch. But financially speaking, there are certain costs to running a business from within Byzantium's walls. So while our official address is in the city, and while our office here is technically an extension of that address, we found it more expedient to conduct our key operations here. So we can... what's the phrase? Pass savings to the consumer, of course.
So you're dodging the authorities.
We prefer to think of it as chasing the savings. Turns out that not having to pay kickbacks, fines, and rent in the most expensive city in Halcyon improves our liquidity. Plus, Sublight keeps this place running remarkably well, and they sure drive business our direction.
What else can you tell me about your insurance policies?
Plenty. As my boss likes to say, there's a policy for every situation and an exclusion for every policy. We've insured unusually expressive eyebrows, outrageous statements, disastrous marriages.
Who gets their eyebrows insured?
Usually character actors, or corporate execs with menacing stares.
Who would get an outrageous statement insured?
That policy is almost exclusively for our corporate clientele. In the unlikely event they make a claim about a product that turns out to be less than accurate, they need some kind of protection against the damage to their sales and reputation.
Disastrous marriage?
Those are mostly for top-rungers in Byzantium who have a lot of social and financial capital wrapped up in their marriage contracts. There's one for your beloved eloping with your sibling, your beloved eloping with their sibling, scandalous rumors forcing you apart, the revelation of a secret love child. We try to cover every possible hazard to domestic bliss.
That's all you need to know.
One thing's for sure, you won't find better policy protection against sudden lunar implosions anywhere in Halcyon.
That's all for now. This might be it.
My dry goods come 75% guaranteed mold-free. Or was that 75% mold-free? No rubbernecking. Make a buy or move on.
Catherine said you can give me an ID cartridge for the CMP factory.
Not so fast. The biometric IDs are special goods. Only on offer to special clients. You cotton?
Ahem. Check the list again.
What do you know? You're on it. My mistake, customer. Give me a jiffy to break. I mean, calibrate the ID. This goes like that. Nope, not quite right. A bit to the left, mayhaps. That'll do it. For a CMP factory line worker, she sure is a beauty. Careful. I'm trusting you to guard this specialty good with your life. I mean it. Lose the ID and you don't get another. Also, you'll be off my list of unwholesome customers. Will that be all, or do you require something to say, scratch your itch?
Let's deal. Hey, it's pretty darn cheap. Why not take the whole lot? Okay.
Hey, Cass. Knock, knock.
Go away, White.
That's not how the game works.
Okay. I gotta continue along the road a ways. I'm obviously going to want to change characters once I get there. I'm going to want Ellie and Max to go into the factory. Oh, that's what that noise was. That's a Mantiqueen!
Look northwest. That ain't it, but marauders sometimes camp inside the buildings there. They're clear unless you fancy getting shot. Westbound still. I'll let you know when we can start ascending. I call this Rotting River, on account of all the dead things I've thrown in it over the years. It'll take you into the Devil's Peak Caverns if you follow it under the bridge.
Estimated cleaning time, 4.37 years.
Usually, you know what? Pass near it. That's the factory. Wait. Okay, we got what we wanted. I knew there'd be a fast travel point there. So now we can go back and switch to the characters I want to take in because they have the skills that'll be more useful. Yeah, we have a better shotgun for them. Well, you can have a better pistol. That'll do.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
Who wants to play an impromptu tossball match? No one? Really?
Okay. Been a while. Let's make a manual save. You know what? Just so I don't get confused. We'll delete the older save. There's no need to go back to it.
Ah, you must be a part of the new line shift. Don't tell me you lost your key card already. A lost card's worth 2 infractions, you know.
Actually, I haven't been issued one yet. It's my first day on the job.
You know, I think I did hear something about that. Alright, okay.
We'll get in, then we'll get vicious.
Remember, your needs have been provided.
Looks like everything's going to be restricted in here. Greetings, authorized personnel. The King would like to remind you that terminal sessions are recorded with corresponding timestamps. Prolonged periods of use are liable to incur conduct infractions. If you would like to temporarily disable the recording system, please schedule a dinner appointment with the King after entering your password. Let's see. What ends will begin again. Factory's back online. Feels strange. Not only did I never think I'd stoop to this sort of work, but they gave me your place on the line. Wish you could have waited just for a little while, but that's fine. Me and Cousin Isaac are right as rain, we are. Never met a man so eccentric as the factory's new owner, Clive. Got a dreadful temper, he does, but he pays our wages on time, so I guess I don't really rightly mind. Just, if you ain't coming back, you could at least answer my darned messages. Feel like a fool for sending those, like I'm pouring my heart into some silly diary. Maybe I'll go visit with Isaac. Haven't seen him in a few days. One you left behind. Hey. J. Blanchard. Need me a new job. I cannot freaking take it any longer. I know the money's good. I know the work's steady, but Corey can't hardly fathom what it's like day in and out. Grew up with the slimy worm, and now he's got me calling him the Borst King of Monarch. Like real fragging royalty, like the myths of old. And he's always muttering to himself or shouting, spotted with gristle or worse. But I know what happened to them fellas what got pink slips. Won't go out like that, not me. Not on account of Slaughterhouse Clive. I quit. Your loving brother, Jane. Greetings, authorized manager. The King would like to remind you to please record the day's production cycle numbers and promptly return to work. Or I'll see you for dinner, you cysty-necked sack of blooded clots. Financial records. No way to tamper from here, it seems. I did get out of the restricted area, right? Okay, yeah, I got out for a moment to reset everything. That's good.
Their mistake.
Where was it? Okay. If I go down here... Yeah, now they're angry. Oh, the disguise is just down for good. That's a problem. Alright. We do this the fun way, then. That's interesting. My disguise reset. Hurts a little. So I want to be up there.
Error. Employee information not found. Identify yourself.
If you're experiencing errors, I should take you to a mechanical engineer.
This unit is not experiencing errors.
You just said errors twice.
Error. This unit is functioning correctly. There is no need for the intervention of mechanical engineers. Thank you for your cooperation.
This looks good. Performing routine diagnostics check now. Appears your status is pleasant. No clogs detected in the machinery. Productive output is currently rated to be optimal. Adjustments not recommended at this time.
Next invest. Records indicate you have already been identified as non-standard personnel. State your purpose.
I have no idea what this does, but let's give him the binary answer.
Error. Binary detected. Binary has been deprecated since the invention of Auntie Cleo's patented Tripanary language. Tripanary. More bits for your bits.
Alright, well, thanks for the update. I'll let my boss know.
Appreciate your cooperation. Have a pleasant day.
Hey.
Somewhere around here was. Here we go. That resets the shroud. That said, it's a bit past 11. I don't think I'm going to be solving this anytime super soon, so let's make a save and find someone to raid. We can get back to this next week. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to be playing a bit of modded Doom 2. I think I have something set up. Should be interesting. Let's see who's doing something interesting right now. Let's see. Looks like, at least at the moment, we got Dot Level playing one of the Bonk games, it looks like. Let's go say hi.